That's number one. Number two, it's going to be jumping lunges. One side, other side. One side, other side. Knees don't touch, but they come close. Back stays straight the whole time. You're not dropping into a stance. You're dropping, your butt falls down to the ground, gets lower. Number three is side-to-side squats. Down one side, down the other side. Finally, star jump. Get down, get up. All right, get down, get up. So we're going to go for 10 of everything. 10 of everything. We're going to go through that whole series 5 times. It's going to take about 7 or 8 minutes. We'll be done with that one. All right, body weight squats. Let's go. Drop your butt. Go. Get 10. Eyes up, chin up, big chest, tight lower back. Jumping lunges when you're done. Jumping lunges right into it. 2, 2, 3, 3. It's 10 each side.
Stop, go deep.
8, back straight. 10, 10, side to side. 1 each side, or 1, 2, 3, just like this. 4, 5, drop your butt. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Star jumps. You're done. Go up, get down, get up. Get down, get up.
Butt down. Butt down.
Jonesy.
Jonesy, get your ass down. Go for Connie, get your butt down.
Yeah. Take 10, kick your legs out, shake your arms out. Recover, recover. Number 2, squats, go. Set 2, got 5. Legs out, nice and wide. Once you're done, go jump lunges. Jump lunges. Come on. You're done, side squats. Go, burn it out. Drop your butt.
Up, down.
You're done, star jumps. Come on, work, work, work.
Hey, get your ass down with that. Jones, get your butt down. Eddie Bear, get your butt down.
Come on. You're done, kick your legs out. Recover, it's 2 in the books, 3 to go. Strong legs, strong legs. Set 3, go. Work hard. You're done, jump lunges, go. Right into it. Right into it.
Gotta get that squat. That deep lunge.
Too easy, coach. Go. Face. Side, side, squats. You're done. Go. Back straight. We're gonna do this. Back is straight here.
Flat back, flat back. Banana back.
Oh, there. You're done. Star jumps. Go.
Good, good, good.
Butts down and jumps. Your ass to your heels.
Go, Monty.
When you're done, kick your legs out. Recover. So, if you don't feel tired, it feels like your legs are fine, you're probably doing it wrong. Work hard, because you're really soft right now. 2 sets to go. Bodyweight squats. Go. Legs out, nice and wide.
Butts down, butts down. Good back, eyes up, big chest.
Jump lunges, plow room. Get back straight, back straight.
Leg bend, gotta get a leg bend.
Get low.
Come on.
Come on.
Just the field.
Side to side, you're done. Squats. Almost there, almost done. Come on. You're done, star jumps, burn back.
You know, Z and Lynch right next to each other. They're in a competition right now. Who's winning?
Neither one of those stars is that good. Ask
You're done, kick them out.
Camera's on you now. Camera's on you.
4 butts. Recover, kick your legs out. Let's go when you're tired here. Last set, best set coming up. Last set, best set. Squat, go.
Get camera's on you. Get your asses down.
Burning, gotta burn.
You're done, jump lunges, go into it, burn it out. let's go, let's go.
She's got them beating lunges.
Shane's crushing it right now.
Side to side, you're done. Come on. You're done, star jumps.
Stare him down. Stare him down.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh. What do you squat? What's he squat? Okay, can he keep up with you?
When you're done walking, back and forth, down and back.
Get right in his face. Yeah, look at that.
Easy, coach.
Look at that.
Good swagger, confident people walk with their head held high. Not looking at the ground. Eyes up, looking slightly above the horizon. Confident people smile. When you're done, get back to your spot. Jog in place. Jog in place, back to your spot. All right, we're going to do abs next. Yeah. Changing directions, switching side to side, agility, leg counters, pressure on top. Roll emanates from your core. Jog it out, keep jogging out, jog it out. I'll demonstrate what we're doing. Starting with jackknives. Hands touch the middle. Hands touch the middle. Number 2 is toe touches. Reach up, touch your toes. It's lower abs. Or rock up side to side. Obliques. 1, 1, 2, 2. Drop your hands to the ground. Face each wall. Rock back. Regular crunches. Bicycle crunches. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. I'm going to go leg scissors. Point your toes. 1, 1, 2, 2. Just like that. We do 10 reps. We go 5 times through. Same thing. It'll take about a wrestling match. 6 to 8 minutes roughly. Bring it down to the ground. Jackknife, scope. When you're done, toe touches right into it. When you're done, tic tacs.
Smoking, you guys. Rushing.
Or now you push when you're done.
Look at Shane. I know
Or
Shane's
now
smoking
you're done,
lunch.
bicycles. 2, 2, 3, 3. Burn them out, then scissors when you're done. Woo!
Right now I see Jonesy and Shane battling right now. Lynch is like falling behind.
Burn them out when you're done, catch up. Come on, man.
You want to take your shirt off and show them all your muscles, or prove it?
Down deep. All right, we're talking, everyone's recovered. Jackknife, scope.
Get it.
Set
Get
2.
it. Get it. Number 2 here. Let's go. Good stop.
Toe touches, lower abs when you're done.
Toes, I think, right now.
Past,
baby.
Lynchy. Toe is past Lynchy.
When you're done, tic tacs, go. Burn out your crunches.
Lynchy's picked it up. He don't want to be called out.
Bicycles when you're done. 2, 3. Woo. Then burn out your scissors when you're done. Go at your own pace. Get your reps.
Come on, Clydesdale. Stay on it.
Burn them out when you're done resting.
Now he is.
It seems like it's abs. This is mentality. This is tough. You got to push through it. Deep breath. 2 in the books. 3 to go. Jackknives, go.
Come on, Clydesdale. Stay on it.
Toe touches when you're done. Crunches when you're done.
I noticed the mouth inside of her has got very quiet. Shorter guy.
Plus,
No,
done.
well, maybe a little bit.
Scissors when you're finished. Good, you didn't burn. Burn him out, he's on rest. Just read the books. It shouldn't be tough. It's easy, you're probably doing it wrong. It's no joke. Should be all the time.
First thing, I did them all.
Still in the first
We're talking, everyone's recovered, set for?
Jackknife, go. I'm still on the leg. So shut up and stop talking.
Yeah.
Tell us when you're done.
You done, tic tacs.
Turn him out. Get your punches on when you're done. Ah. This is done, biceps. Yeah. Burn him out, burn him out. You've done scissors. Ah.
Burn him out, you've done rest.
Let's just two things. What are you doing? You fought me. I was doing exactly what you were doing.
Catch your breath. Good job, guys. Dig down deep. This is high-level workouts. No equipment, but the intensity's there. Rinsing your muscles for 10 minutes. Cramming a half hour, 45 minutes of abs to 10 minutes. It's gotta be hard, it's gotta be tough. It's gotta be fanatical. Set 5, last set, best set. Go. Jackknives. Toe touch, just like you're done. Tic tac, you're done.
Yeah, get your feet off the ground.
Crunches when you're done. Burn him out, burn him out, burn him out. Bicycles when you're done. 3, 4, 5, 6. Burn him out, burn him out. Like scissors when you're done. Ah. You're done up on your feet. Walking latitudinally. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Touching, heads held high. Good swagger. Feeling good.
Before I forget, seniors, Coach Irving needs you guys Sunday morning to help. Heads held high. 8:45, 8:45. Seniors and anybody else that wants to help.
Heads up. Chest out.
Smile, table help, set up.
Yeah.
Of course.
So we can be getting paid.
When you're done, bring it in the middle. Jog in place. Jog in place.
Can we get food?
Go. We're moving. We're moving. We're moving. All right. We did our wrestling match leg workouts. We did killer quads. We did the Z abdominator. Now we're going to do explosive triceps. Explosive tries. That's what it's going to look like. 5 different types of push-ups. Keep jogging. You're moving the whole time. Jogging, jogging. Same thing. We're cramming a half hour, 45 minutes of arms and upper body to 10 minutes. The pace has to be tough. Instead of doing diamonds, we're going to make a W with our hands. Wu-Tang. We're winning. Whatever the W means to you, I'm doing W's. Those are going to be, keep jogging though. Tight to our body. Bring it down, bring it up. After that, we're going plyometric push-ups. Plyometrics. Go down and jump up, jump up, jump up. Explosiveness, fast twitch muscle fibers. Number 3, we're going hands up high, hands by our forehead. Normal push-ups are by our chest. We're going hands up by our forehead.
Keep your feet moving.
Number 4, we're going chin push-ups. Feel a little bit easier than this forehead, a little bit harder than the chest push-ups. Last one, we're going outside. That's not 1, 1, 2, 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straight through. We're going to do each push-up 3 times. I mean, you're going to do sets of 10. But you're going to go through each push-up 3 times. 10 is tough. It's not a joke. We'll do shoulder stuff in between. All right, bring it down to the mat. Down to the mat. Make the W. Go.
Kansky, it's under your chest, kid. Watch coach and do it how he does it.
When you're done, we got 10 arm circles forward, 10 backwards. Hands high. Small circles, small circles. Doesn't feel like much right now? It will. Backwards when you're done. Hands out, all the way out. Go. Not W's, I'm sorry. W's. Right back into it. When you're done, bring it in, hold them in. Hands high. Hands high. Straight out, keep them high. Get your 10. Get your 10. Pull them in. Pull them in. Good work. Man, good work. Get your 10. Last set. Don't that shoulder press. Get 10. All the way down, all the way up. Don't swing. Don't swing. Press your hands up. This is tougher than expected, right? Tougher than expected. Shake them out. Shake them out. It's one in the books. So we're done with winning. Done with the W's. We go through each push-up the same way we just did this. Same shoulder matrix in between. Different push-up. Plyometric push-ups. Go. Done. 10 forward, 10 back. Done. Backwards. 10 forward, 10 back. 10 forward, 10 back. Go right into. Ooh. Ooh. Call me when you're done. Turn it out. You're done. Last set of arm punch.
I'm killing Joe. He's dying.
Burn them out. When you're done, shake them out. Don't cut yourself short. Hold yourself accountable. Shake them out when you're done. So we're 2 down. You got 3 to go. We're hitting all different parts of our arms. All the small muscles. Building up, you can't just keep working the muscles at the same angle every time. You gotta get stronger, all the muscles in those areas. Alright? Forehead push-ups, hands high. Your elbows can be out, down and up. Forehead. Forehead, go. Ten forward, 10 back. Small circles. Hands high. Burn them out when you're done. Last set. Forehead push-ups. Done, shoulder press. Take it out. You threw in the bucks. In college, Jeff and I went to Pennsylvania. Our coach was Zeke Jones. He's the Olympic coach right now. Levels. You have to constantly elevate yourself. It's like when you first played guitar here or rock band. You know, you're beating it on easy. You just jump levels to medium at some point. You just got to take the step. Then when you're on medium, you have to jump levels to hard. Whatever other games are out there now. All right, chin push-up. Set number 4. Let's go. Chin, there's our chin. Done, circle up. Backwards when you're done. Just jump levels. Just elevate your level. Come on. Come on. When you're done, last set, chin push-ups. Come on. Mental toughness. Press them. You're done, shake them out. Good work, guys. No more sets to go. You're done with the work. Now go inside out, push up, shake them out. Mental toughness. Gotta believe in yourself. Alright, so the inside out, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going 1, 1, 2, 2. Each push-up counts as 1. Let's do it. Last set, best set. Go inside out. 1, 2. Burn him out, come on. Burn him out, burn him out. Come on. Owens. Come on. You're done. Last set, inside out. Mental toughness. Press when you're done. Break it down to the team, grab water, we'll come back, we'll talk. Go, break it down to the team.
Let's go, hurry up.
Come on. What's that film?
Let's go. Let's go, next line 3.
You know, you gotta always be elevating your level. You gotta always be looking to seek the next level and paradigm in life. There's enough aspects of the sport that you could be improving throughout your career. You know, people even like Jordan Burroughs, David Taylor, Kyle Dake, they still haven't arrived. Even if you are an Olympic champion, you still haven't completely arrived to the ultimate best level. You know, and Dan Gable always said, you know, you can never quite reach 100% potential. So you always have to keep seeking the next level for your strength, for your technique, for your conditioning, for your nutrition, for your mindset, and it's really all mental, pretty much. You got to make the choice to push yourself and do it. It's not just about outworking your opponent on the mat. It's about eating better than them, focusing on your mindset, approaching everything positively, going 100%. Goes way beyond wins and losses, guys. A lot beyond that. I was talking to the coaches, and they said, you know, one of the big things that happens here is we get so caught up in records, rankings, seedings, predictions. But if I went around the room, would most of you guys know what your record is? Or what your rank is in the short comps? I bet most of the starters would probably know about where they're at, you know? And that's no different than myself and my brother when we were in high school. We made that mistake a lot, you know, where we ranked in the state, who's a little bit below me, who's a little bit above me, right? We tell ourselves, oh, I should beat this kid. That kid's really good. I don't know if I could beat him. College, and I always talk about college because we're looking at the highest level of scholastic wrestling in the world. And everyone's good. Everyone's good. Aside from, you know, your brothers, they know everyone who they wrestle. You know, anyone who Dan wrestles this year is good. Anyone who you wrestle in college is going to be good. So in college, what happens? You start not thinking about that as much. The records, the wins, the losses, and the rankings, because you realize anyone could be beaten. There were 7 returning national champs this year at the NCAA Division I level. Every one of them lost. I bet everyone here thought Ed Ruth was unbeatable this year, myself included. Right? He went down. I bet everyone thought Logan Seaver was unbeatable. Probably Tony Ramos also. A lot of people. St. John. You keep watching the top people fall. So you got to ask yourself, why not me? Why not me? You know, you're working hard too. Why should the other guy win? Why should you let the other guy beat you or take a back step to him? So you got to search down deep. You got to believe in yourself. You can boil it all down to 2 things. You're either the hero or the coward. Okay, the hero or the coward. And it has nothing to do with, let me show you, this over here. It has nothing to do with the wins thing. Okay? It doesn't have to do with, there's ranking somewhere here. It doesn't have to do with that. It comes down to, are you going to pull the trigger on your moves and matches or not? Are you going to make attempts or you're not going to make attempts? Right? Are you going to stay positive the whole match? Or are you going to get to a point during the match where you say, well, this is too tough, or I got a bad call, or my coach is on me. We break mentally. We get down on ourselves. You know? The hero or the coward. It has nothing to do with feelings. I could be scared stiff before my matches. That doesn't determine whether I'm the hero or coward. Getting my hand raised at the end of the match, that has nothing to do with am I the hero or the coward. It's what kind of effort did I put in during the match. 6 minutes, and that's it. You say yes, that's hero bracket. You say, hey, I gave up a little bit. I protected a 3-1 lead we were just talking about. If I'm winning 3-1, and there's 1 period left in the match, and I do this the whole time for 2 solid minutes in the third period to protect the 3-1 lead, I may get my hand raised at the end. In my mind, that's the coward. They're not playing to win. You're 100%. You're shutting down a match. That's not your mind. Good example of the hero I can think of. Cliff Moore from Iowa. Cliff Moore, he was in the national finals, NCAA finals. He was up by a point with 1 minute left in the match. He's attacking the other guy. National finals. He's up by 1 point. Guy from Iowa, attacking Iowa style. Keeps going. Gets a takedown with like 20 seconds left. Leaves no doubt that he's the best wrestler. In his mind, in his opponent's mind, not that I give a crap what the crowd thinks, it doesn't really matter. But the point is, he left no doubt in his mind. With 1 minute left in the NCAA finals, he was up by a point. He kept going after it. That's heroic in my mind. And you know what? If he would have lost, that still would have been heroic in my mind because he was giving 100% effort. The great thing about wrestling, don't take it personal, is that this is still it's still sports. You could try things out there. This isn't life or death. If this was sometimes, if this is a war, a mistake costs you your life. You make a mistake in wrestling, you lose the match. But it's not. There's greater tragedies going on. Why not give it your absolute best the whole time? I think about video games. What happens if you lose in a video game? What do? Restart. Bingo. You hit the restart button. Well, it's the same thing in wrestling. You get each provides you with a different room. If you go to any clubs outside of this room, a match, a tournament, the districts, the regions, the states, exhibitions in the off season, in your backyard. Live wrestling is live wrestling wherever it's done. There's no big and small matches. There's no big and small live situations. When it's on the line, the highest level wrestlers treat practice matches as matches. Live is just live. My brother Greg, he went out to the Olympic Training Center. I know some of you guys are probably old enough to hear of Henry Cejudo, Olympic champ, Henry Cejudo. Well, this is after he won the Olympics. He was retired, and they're going around the room. They're doing practice matches at the Olympic Training Center. My brother said he reported back a full warm up. So once you start focusing on winning on anyone, because I know what it's like. It's tough, when we're constantly thinking, I'm trying to do. It's good to have this stuff on the wall, motivation, trying to beat certain records, but at the end of the day, you have a unique situation. Each one of you has a unique situation. Don't worry about keeping up with someone else. Focus on yourself. How do you yourself? So on and so forth. So don't try to keep up with yourself. And there's one thing about you're a spectator. You can't have a lot. I can't be a spectator. I'm a spectator. And look at them and some of the best playing all the rest. Just and then some of you guys are there, which is obviously great. You do a lot of all the time. Why make one thing bigger? You just have to refocus. New live opportunity. It's the worst. So it was the whole time. Just the main. You're the coward. It has nothing to do with wins or losses. So you make that choice and stay away from the rankings, the box score, that horrible idea. So we try to soak a lot of this stuff up and really just ask us questions. We're here for it.
What's the match preparation night before, how do you lead up?
Well, don't change up your routine too much from what you normally do. So I'm a big believer in routines. If you want to have your mind quiet, you have consistency, you're doing the same thing over and over. So the night before match should be the same as before, any other. Have a routine, what you do before you go to sleep. Wash up your shower or whatever. Straighten up your prayers, go to every night. Do the same thing all the time. Because if you don't know exactly, get pulled in questions. Some guys call me up the night before. I can't sleep. As if I'm some sort of same every night. And the same thing before a match. If you want to relax 2 minutes leading up to your match. So in that period of time. And one of the things you shouldn't be doing is practice. I'm going to do my deep breathing. I'm going to be superstitious. But while you do the routine, you're not thinking about what your dad's thinking are. You're not thinking what you're right. I don't expect. Make sure your pre-match friend maybe and laugh a little bit, get your mind off the match. If that's what you need to do, loosen up, do that. You know, add a smiley face. Just take some deep breaths. If there's one thing that helped my pre-match routine more than anything, your body, just deep breaths, thinking about it. You your body, meditation does deep breaths. It was fun. So, what does it mean? What do we mean? Be loose. Yeah. Relax. If it's music, maybe some tend to off a bit. Last, they didn't hear this, so yeah. Okay. Right. It's like your mind. Do you normally go for it? Inconsistent. What else? That's what you normally do. Play around. Okay. Hey, it's the whole point. That's the whole thing. If you're a guy eating off, no, there's wrong. It's where's you got to do. Just don't let anyone from saying, you know, it's not that, hey, coach, it won't work. I talk, you know, can I do this before? There's no communication between the coach. You don't communicate. You have to be, can this, you know, do it in private. Do it with the team. You know, coach, I might need this.
Man, here's something we're thinking that. So, understand what I'm saying?
Like, you guys come around, here's up, I'm not trying to do that. Take from that what you will. Let's try something at the systems level of the team. Like, how can we do that? And that's just a matter of being creative. We ask these questions. We do how to prepare. But it all we have the idea. Build talk right here. Let's think about it. Deep breathing. Drilling. You know, there's a team. You know, the coach said they came one guy, and they said he was the one guy who didn't look like Zenetti happy. No. Right away. I guess feel like Jello. Care about wrestling, so you're going to be a little worry, and it's another thing about worry. It kind of loosely relates to this a little bit, but not get some sleep. So just have some acceptance that we'll all be a little bit nervous. I would really try the pre-match routine, the deep breathing, the drilling with the partner, keeping it.
Just like dorm.
Try to see, you know what I mean? Try to like what was going. Was it specific that happened? Like they triggered it? Was it? You know what I mean? A little more time about what they ran. I guess. Feel like you're wandering a little bit. What can you do to kind of bring yourself back? Does it have to be a clap? Do you have to give yourself a little face pat? Do you have to, you know? Yeah, that's good for everyone. You know, because let's say it wasn't that you just started thinking things. Let's just say you got bad, right? Really bad gonna happen. You know, you're stalling sometimes. You know, what are you gonna do? How do you have to give yourself a pump? Do you take a deep breath? You know, I know it's important. You know, the video games, they provide that for you. But how are you gonna do it on your own? So back up. You know, is it a shakeout? Is it a clap? A smack in the face? You do spot and talk to you guys. You wrestle good in the practice, we're at your club pretty regularly. So why is this any different? You know, it's like if we were going to wrestle, I don't know. I guess I'll throw, say, Gash and all in practice, our friend Anthony, we're wrestling. Like the aura, we're wrestling their presence, which is a thing we all do, but it's something to get into the habit of not doing. We can't wrestle the name and the records. We have to wrestle the person, you know. So those are little things doing. I mean, so you're focused on the things you're going to do as opposed to the opponent is. That would help a lot, you know. And again, head out of the papers, not. And some of you guys are going to get articles this year about yourselves. Instead of taking a look at them and getting too absorbed in that, putting that off to the side, put them in a shoebox, look at the article season, you know, if you really look at them, but put that off. Stop going to those, you know, the forums, the Shore conference site. Stop tweeting about, you know, about wrestling. Or, you know, if all you're doing is you start building it up into an event, I'm sure you're, you know, you're not tweeting about that at Facebook. Hey, tough practice today again.
I don't know if that goes to retail matter.
It could be yourself. I guess we all kind of have different. We all have, I guess, a break or things that set us off in different ways. Either maybe make us kind of give up, or not even necessarily like that. We all have things that happen that might get us to start thinking negative ourselves, or to give less effort. You know, that kind of thing. You know, and not, you know, it could be setting you off with anger. It could be setting you off where you want to quit. You know, knowing if that's what it is, trying to address that with, you know, with a parent or coach. If it's during the match or during a practice, what can you do to remind yourself? Yeah. These are all good questions. Yeah.
This like affects my wrestling in practice, but like it affects everything. Like say before school, I'm worried about what I'm gonna do in school, so like I forget stuff while I'm getting ready, like my books.
Yeah.
Like when I'm doing something, I can never focus on what I'm doing. I always like focus up there. Like if I'm in practice,
Yeah.
like sometimes like I won't focus about practice and I'll focus on what I'm doing after, and I'm in a match, what's going on there. Or like if I'm in first period, I worry about the second.
Makes
like
sense.
I can never like focus on what I'm currently doing. I'm always scared of what's gonna happen like after and where like I'm gonna go.
Sure. Yeah, and that's we all have these very creative minds we're all given, right? And a lot of times we don't use them effectively. Instead of thinking about all the opportunities for success, we use for potential failure. Again, it's a very thing for people to grasp. Get like have a moment, multitasking, right? You just come to the present moment. Being here, not being this is what most people are here in this moment. So just kind of organization you can do is get into the habit of writing things down a little bit more. Doing whatever you need to do to stay a little more organized. That doesn't just go for you. I know time management and organization is something that, you know, you guys got you really want to buckle down with, because once college comes around, there's not going to be someone standing over your shoulder saying, make sure you put this in your planner, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. People aren't going to be reminding you. It's going to come down to, hey, you know, you're doing it or you're not doing it. You know, if you're not doing it, you're just going to get the F. You know, so doing what you need to do to organize yourself. And once you organize yourself, try to snap yourself again back into the present moment. Having a reset button in your mind. You know, what can you do to, once you start drifting? Yeah.
Going off of what Brandon says and what I find with the high school guys, the school day, the grind, failing tests, maybe fighting with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Sometimes they carry that into the room where it becomes like getting home till 7 o'clock. Tuesday, okay, but Wednesday, midweek, it starts wearing on them a little bit, that school grind.
Absolutely.
You know, it's grind, you know, the day, school day into a practice.
Yeah.
And I feel like we struggle there a little bit. So I do that midweek rather than Monday, Tuesday, they're usually pretty good. But Wednesday, Thursday, you can see them dropping off a little bit.
Yeah, and again, it's a very normal thing. Like, we got to set up things, we got to keep things fun for us. We got to, and that's everything you're doing. You know, how can you make wrestling a little bit more fun? I know we're here, we're trying to accomplish something, but, you know, keeping it fun, keeping it light in some ways. We have, that's got to be a priority. Prioritizing your rest and recovery. That's why, you know, being up late, you know, talking to girls on Facebook or whatever you guys like to do, or, you know, playing the text game, you know, you got to be a little bit more disciplined on yourself during the season, because what's going to happen is you need this energy and rest and relaxation. Your friends might be able to go out and stay up real late. For this period of time, how many more weeks are left in the season? 6, 7, whatever it is? I don't know why I asked that. I guess, because we have a short period of time. Short period of time, you know? Then you could go on to doing more of those like social type things. But right now, you have to prioritize your rest, your recovery, and your well-being. You have to have some things you're able to do, you know, on the weekend or at night or at different points during the day to reset yourself. You know, if you listen to a funny YouTube, like, is there something you could do to break up the day? Is there something you could do to, you know, recover at night? And, you know, it's not necessarily, you know, being late talking to people. Obviously, I don't think I have to really even cover the whole stuff that really ought to be out during the season. You know, you could do fun things with friends. Social, there could be social things, but yeah.
A lot of the time it's not like it's stuff that you have to do. A lot of times I'll be up on Thursday. I still have stuff to do. I still have, like, I'll come home, I have on top of stuff I need to send in on top of my homework, and then that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
So it's stuff that you have to do that you can't just, you know,
Sure.
take a break and watch TV or something.
That's crucial for you then. Now, like, time management becomes crucial. How do you, and you do have to talk coaches, talk to, you know, teach to someone, you know, who manages time really well. Like, what can you do? Get strategies. There's always strategies. You know, you can't be afraid to step up and ask some questions. I'm not saying you are or anything, but clearly you're not. You're asking the questions here. But, making sure you find those, talk to coaches, what can I do? Talk to your team. Is there a better way? Because you could be studying, there could be a lot of studying, but is there a way to study more effective? I could just studying, just straight studying. The exact way that I need to study, maximizing my study, and studying with a purpose. You can have your short period. I think like, man, college is a lot easier as far as the grind than high school was. High school was tough. You guys are like, oh yeah, you guys joke. As much as I can.
Hey, when you're talking about keeping it fun, practice isn't fun. How do they make practice fun?
Got to be creative. Got to find a way to be creative. I mean,
they're all thinking practice isn't fun. How do you make a practice fun? The worst practice, or how do you make it fun?
More competition.
What's that?
More competition.
But you could be having something that you're trying to accomplish in that practice. Is there something that you're going to do, like you're going to set more throughout the day during practice? So you're setting goals during the practice, what you're going to try to do. The Gable headband usually works. You put like Dan Gable, now you're thinking that you're in the 72 Olympics as opposed to being in this practice room. It's just be creative. Can you change the music? Can the music be a little bit better? It's not fun, but how can we make more fun than it is right? If we have a scale of 0 to 100, fun you call it. I got you to 20. Maybe it'll never go up past the 20. But let's get it from me. How do we make it more bearable? In school, without being, I'm going to screw up in class. Like, how do you make this all a little more bearable? How do you make it more better?
Guys, what he's talking about, I know you're all out of it. Pretend that you're Jordan Barrows and watch film on him and come in the next day, hit a Jordan Barrows double. It's like when you're growing up and you watch Michael Jordan play basketball, everybody in this room is trying to hit on that into wrestling a little bit. Watch some of your favorite college wrestlers and try to hit some of the stuff that they're hitting in here. And then, it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. You remember like Jordan Barrows trying to hit the Olympic finals.
Until you're going quick about life, so to do that, that was pretty special.
Thank you. This tough thing. Okay, so what we're referring to here first and foremost. So it's up 6-3. This is the state quarterfinals. And my goal is obviously to be a state champ. I wanted to be the best in the state and everything. And I was up 6-3 with 26 seconds left in the match. And I got hit first of all. My first so I was 2 seconds left and hit one. So so after the time, like you're it's searching. That goes a little bit beyond the wins and the losses. I wound up taking third. I got that kid for third. I wound up beating him. But it's just a matter of going back to the reason why you're doing it. What are you trying to do with wrestling? It's got to be beyond the wins. Loss cause another one. It's okay, if you lose a match. You get beat, you get beat. That's all I can do now is look back at my wrestling career. It's not the losses you think. Obviously, you always look back and think, I wish I would have beat this kid. But that's not what eats at you. What eats at you is, I could have taken that shot. I'm past the whole, I believe, took the match. That's not what I was the whole time. And then in the last 30 seconds, I made it special. These 26 seconds are special. So I changed, and because I changed I wound up losing. So that's what I regret looking back. I should have got legs and rode him like a cowboy like I was doing before. That's what I thought. And that's what I look back now and say. So it's about that.